Yo, what happens when fame, fortune, and federal law collide? You get headlines that rock the culture. This is the breakdown, where we don't just report the news, we unpack the madness behind it. Buckle up, because today we're diving into the saga of the man once known as Puff Daddy, now known as inmate number 94783 at MDC Brooklyn. It's been nearly a year since Sean Diddy Combs swapped red carpets for jailhouse jumpsuits. After 10 long months behind bars at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, he tried, once again, to get a taste of freedom, but the judge, not having it. On Monday, Judge Arun Subramanian slammed the cell door shut on any hopes of pre-sentencing release. In a letter that carried zero sympathy, he wrote, "Combs fails to satisfy his burden to demonstrate an entitlement to release." This is the second time Diddy's legal team pushed for bail ahead of his October 3rd sentencing, and the second time the court said nope. Let's rewind for a second. On July 2nd, Diddy beat some of the most serious charges, including sex trafficking and racketeering. But the victory wasn't complete. The jury still convicted him on 2 federal Mann Act violations, transporting individuals across state lines for illicit sexual encounters. And while that might sound like a throwback law from a century ago, yes, it kinda is. It still carries weight. Prosecutors argue Diddy should serve 4 to 5 years, including the 11 months he's already done. His team is calling foul, saying the feds are acting like he was convicted on all charges, not just the 2 lesser ones. They even offered a $50 million bail package. Diddy said he'd stay put in Miami, keep his travel limited to Florida and New York, and remain under strict monitoring. His lawyers pulled out all the stops, even filing a heartfelt letter from his ex, Gina Huyn, pleading for mercy. But the judge wasn't swayed. "No exceptional reasons," he wrote, essentially saying Diddy's celebrity status doesn't earn him any special favors. The prosecution's argument, stronger. They cited other Mann Act cases where bail was denied and stressed that Diddy's team hadn't shown enough mitigating factors to justify release. In short, they're not buying the defense's narrative. Diddy's crew fired back, saying the encounters were consensual, non-commercial, and involved adult men who were already in his social circle. They called the conviction a reach, but in the eyes of the court, it's still a federal crime. And then, this twist. Apparently, President Donald Trump is watching closely. Multiple sources say Trump is more than open to pardoning Diddy, but he's waiting to see what happens with this bail battle. Wild, right? From mogul to inmate to maybe, Trump pardon recipient. Whether or not that pardon comes, this case is more than just tabloid fodder. It's a cautionary tale about the complex intersection of celebrity, legal boundaries, and personal freedom. Diddy's fall from hip-hop royalty to a federal cell isn't just about one man, it's about what happens when the spotlight fades and the law takes over. So is this the end of the bad boy era? Or will Diddy rise again, with a presidential pardon in his pocket and a redemption arc waiting to be written? We'll be watching, and you should too. Hit that subscribe button, drop a comment below with your thoughts on this wild case, and stay locked into The Breakdown, where the truth is raw, the stories are real, and the culture always comes first.